So I found out after rewatching it that the second you hit recording, it does actually start recording. I was incorrect about that. So there is just me running around in the beginning, and it's amazing that it starts recording before you I say I got it. So you have if I don't know what happens if I say I'm not cool with recording. Does it have that little bit of recording? It's a failure in the system.
Um, when I press record.
Yeah, when you press record, it
Yeah,
immediately starts recording. It doesn't matter. You would think it would be like one of those things you would want two key turns at the same time where everyone agrees.
right,
Uh,
exactly.
but it only really needs one key turn, and then it asks the other person, "Hey, oh wait, one second. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Brandon.
Wait, let me get it ready
Yep,
myself.
yep, yep. Here we go.
Start that timer."
Booyah. All right.
So yeah, you would think that you would want both people. So it's an illusion of control for the other person, but really
Hmm.
it only I think you're the only one who can record too. Like I can't because it's your thing, it's your little
That
link.
might be true. Yeah.
I don't think I can agree to recording. Uh so it's all just like you don't actually need control. It's just an illusion of control. You know like how like crosswalk, you know the whole thing about crosswalk buttons?
Oh,
They don't.
yeah.
Most of them don't do anything. They just give you something to push.
Right. Like the elevator closed doors.
Yeah, elevator door
Yeah.
closed. And I think it's important to like acknowledge it and then still push those buttons just to see if anything happens.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
if
you
you
never
go
know. It's
yeah, most of the time it doesn't do anything. But like, what if it does, and what if it's cool? I
yeah.
think you have to. If you live by what if it does, what if it's cool, you're gonna have an easier time than having a piece of knowledge and then deciding that you're not going to do anything because you have
Mhm.
that piece of knowledge. I
Yeah.
think that the fastest way to not do something cool is to have one piece of disappointing knowledge and to only act on that one piece of disappointing knowledge.
Well, I know I want to come back to this philosophical part in a second, but just to go back a second, um, if people think probably from these podcasts that we have like no video skills at all, but the whole point really is just to make it easy as possible for us. So
Oh,
if there is something that you say that you don't want in here, I can edit that out. I just mostly don't. I just like put the thing up just because we've tried to make this as easy as possible for
oh
us.
no, we have chose we have, well no, because what this is, and we know this
Yeah.
is this podcast. There's two ways to watch this. There's two ways to interface with this. We know that.
Mhm.
One is you find the one of the Yonko videos and you find it kind of interesting, and then you take a moment, and that's it's sort of, and I'm not why these exist is for Yonko Prime.
Yes.
Uh, so that we can do our check marks and make sure that we're all on the same page, and that's why it exists. And then if someone were to find or explore or like Yonko Prime and then dig around a little bit, they would find these sort of buried underneath a little bit,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
That then it becomes you find out what the thinking behind Zodiac and the Liminal Saints, which is coming out really really soon, and hold music. All of that thinking is sort of explored just directly underneath the surface, and I think that's
Yeah.
sort of an important part of my process is the ability to go, this is what we were thinking at the time, and that's for those people.
Yeah.
The second
Yeah.
group of oh,
Mhm.
yeah,
Well,
the
no,
second
and
group of people
go ahead. Yeah.
is of course people who have left YouTube on while they sleep, and then we sort of appear,
Exactly.
and we're never loud enough that we're going to wake you up. I can guarantee
Yeah.
that we're never loud enough that if we were to show, I wouldn't put this as your first thing. Like open with a Bob Ross, right? Do a Bob Ross. Watch that for a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe somebody who's doing like a wood cutting or someone who does stamps. I think that
Hmm.
might be a really nice thing for you to follow up. And after you do those two, a quick 15 minutes of just two guys kind of vaguely talking about technology and art in an unscripted way. That's your next one. And then you're going to do that. And then you're going to go back to stamps and then Bob Ross, and boom, you're awake. So we have an important job
We do.
in both, I think,
Hmm.
for the 15 minutes in between of our two main audiences, which is, this is us just kind of figuring out a way to do a meeting. And sometimes you have to trick yourself into a meeting.
Yep. Hmm.
Even though I like hanging out and talking to you, you do have to, it's easy to go,
Yeah.
oh, we should talk sometime. It's, and then never get around to it. But if you go, oh, we have to do this thing,
Yeah.
that's the trick of it, which I think is a good trick that people can pull off. It's
Yeah.
also important that we don't wake our audience, that our audience
Exactly.
can stay like, and I
They're
think
allowed to stay asleep through this. Like they don't necessarily have to hear what we're thinking about or talking about. They can just absorb it through osmosis, you know.
yeah,
But
no, and I think it's important that they have voices that
yeah.
are interesting, but not too interesting, and relatively soothing. And like the
Yeah.
subject matter is almost interesting,
Mhm.
this is an almost interesting thing,
Well,
and
yeah, because it would be it's almost interesting, like in the sense that like if we actually like scripted it and edit it and everything, that it would be very interesting. But it's almost interesting because we're just basically rambling here. So,
but also, and this is also, I think, an important point to point out. If we were to script it and put it all together, it would no longer be synthetic coffee break. It would be Yonko Prime.
that's true. That's true.
It would be for the main page. It wouldn't be for
Yeah.
that. There would be like a big idea page. The big,
Yeah.
we have a big idea page and a little idea page, and this is the
Mhm.
secret little idea page
Yeah.
that is meant to be dug through and found, and it's a treasure
Yeah.
trove and a treasure trove. Congratulations, you found
Yeah.
it.
So
Whoever
you found the pot of gold that was at the end of the obscure rainbow
you found the pot of gold inside the pot of gold.
inside the pot of gold.
You
No, you
found this,
found a little piece of candy inside inside the pot of
yeah.
gold. Yeah.
You found this cool piece of art, and I
Yeah.
love that for you. And then you dug around that piece of art and went, "Oh, this is nice. What's here? Oh, there's a little piece of gar. There's a little piece of nothing here. There's
Yeah,
nothing.
exactly.
They gave you a little thing."
Yeah, because
Never.
it's a piece of candy, but it's not even the kind of candy that you really like. It's like, it's like a Butterworth candy or something.
I mean, you're still happy to buy it. Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's probably that type of candy you like, but would never buy for yourself.
Right, right. There we go.
You like it. You like a, what is it? Smothers? Is that one of them?
But like you mean like the old person like butterscotch or
Yeah,
something?
like an old
Like
person
yeah,
candy, and
yeah.
you're just like, I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, it's
I
here.
wouldn't
I'm not
buy
gonna
it. Yeah, but if it's like sitting at your grandmother's house, you're not gonna not reach in that bowl and grab one, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Another, I think it's a great example, even though I kind of hate this candy, is Airheads.
That's yeah,
Like
exactly.
if you buy Airheads, I think you're a mad person. I don't. I
You're a 5-year-old if you buy them. That's what
Airheads.
you are.
I think, and maybe here's the reason I hate Airheads. I
Mhm.
hate Airheads because I what is it? It's nonsense.
Yeah.
It is neither. It's not really a good piece of candy because it's too thin, and it sort of goes away and it's grainy.
Mm.
And it is certainly not gum.
No.
And like, if you're not candy or gum, what even are you? Are you're taffy for cowards, you know? And
Taffy for cowards. Yeah. If you can't handle like the real taffy, then
if
you
you
can
can't
get an
handle
airheads.
real taffy, you get airhead. That's
Uh.
what I wanted to say. Airhead, taffy for cowards. So,
That's our next sticker.
yeah, that might have to be. Get a call from the Airheads people like, hey, not only are we getting a cease and desist, we're getting why are you mad
Right.
at us?
Exactly.
Like a real like cease and desist letter that's like, hey,
What did we
what's
do to you?
wrong, buddy? Like,
Yeah.
why are you so upset with Airhead?
Yeah.
I think it's happy for cowards. I think it is neither
Yeah.
fish nor fowl, and it can get out of my face.
That's right. We're gonna take a stand on this one here. This
Dude,
is
I'll stay. I think could you imagine if you were like making small talk with someone, you're like, oh, like, what's your favorite candy? And they looked you in the face and they were like, oh, Airheads.
you'd
But,
be like, hey, we're not gonna stand for this right now.
yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, they start a brawl right there. Just punch him in the
Like,
face
what's your
or
favorite
her.
candy? Airheads. I don't want you around children.
Yeah,
I don't want you. I don't like talking to you. Whatever your job is, I want it to no longer be your job. I hope you get
exactly.
fired because I don't.
Yeah, you're canceled.
Oh yeah, that should be like an immediate cancellation thing.
Mhm.
It's terrible. It's awful. Airheads is your favorite candy. It's be bold. Push the buttons even if you think the buttons might not do anything. I think it isn't.
Mhm.
It's better to live a life with a button push that doesn't do anything than it is to live a life of you like I think people say like they say it in passing like the most dangerous thing in the world is a little bit of knowledge, but like I think we probably should explore that more because it's so easy to get a bit of knowledge and then just like be passive towards the whole thing
Mhm.
than to take the time to like learn stuff and have complicated feelings and try anyway. It is more exciting to push the buttons and never ever ever pick airheads. Don't you ever like don't be an airhead and push the button. I think is what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah.
Uh, I might have gotten to that point a little faster than I meant to. I might have tied it all back together.
But that's why this is
But
unscripted. That's
that's why
why.
it's unscripted. It's just the whoever's sleeping listening to this. I hope they went, yeah, good
they're
job.
they're dreaming about Airheads right now. That's the thing.
Dude, I've done
See,
something terrible.
that's yeah. See, that's the third part of our job. Is that we're now influencing dreams here.
Oh yeah, we are we
So
are the, we are making dreams. That is very true.
yeah.
We are the influencers of dreams.
I mean,
Young,
it's a big responsibility, but somebody's got to do it.
synthetic coffee break.
Yeah.
Influencers of dreams. This used to be about art and crypto. Now it's pretty much still about art, but that crypto thing got lost fast.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't mind talking about it, but you made it pretty clear that you're not interested in it pretty early on. So
I made it so clear I wasn't interested in it.
yeah,
We made different art. Like I was
yeah,
like, yeah, I don't want to do this in any way, shape, or form. You're like, how much do you not want to do it? I was like, I don't know. What if we put out albums instead of the
yeah.
work involved? And you were like, oh well, yeah, I guess that's true. Oh shoot, it's fine. Something fell, but it's fine.
Okay, everything's
Yeah,
okay.
nothing big fell. It was
Yeah,
just a small thing fell, but it was loud. This is one of the fun ones. We can put this under. I hope the title of this one is "Fun One Airhead." Under no one likes Airheads.
yeah. I'm
I
definitely
hope the
putting something
Airheads
about
people
Airheads in there.
show up. I want to be a sponsor for Airheads.
We need to have a good debate about Airheads. I think we're we need
I
to have
want.
some counterpoints on here.
It
We need to
is
have
true.
somebody that's in favor of Airheads here.
I'm certainly willing in the marketplace of ideas to hear some pro Airhead talk.
Yeah.
And I am. I don't know if they're going to let me finish. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if someone who is an Airheads fan is going to let me get all the way through my point. But I will let them say their piece and whatever
Absolutely.
they have to say about Airheads. I'm not going to hear it, but I'm willing to listen to it.
And there's a big distinction, So I think that that's kind of a metaphor for a lot of what we're going through right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, one of us, Andrew. Just so you know, this week your job. I'm gonna say it right now. You got to see the Barbie movie. So the next episode is going to be a little bit easier. I feel like
okay,
everyone else is doing the Barbie episode and or the Oppenheimer episode. And we talked about this before. I really don't need to see Oppenheimer. Like
yeah,
I bet it's genius. I bet it's
mhm,
genius. But like I don't know. Like, I don't know if I need to see a movie about the atom bomb. That
yeah.
doesn't seem like I'm gonna have a good time.
I've got
like
a yeah. So I've got a homework assignment, and actually, the thing is, I actually would have watched it yesterday.
uh
But the thing is, like, my my son wants to go do the Barbenheimer thing, with his friends. He doesn't want to do it with his parents, so uh so I have to go see it by myself, I guess.
yeah, I think having a kid and you have to sort of either I mean you could see it maybe with your wife. It's a good one. You
Yeah.
don't necessarily want to see the Barbie movie by yourself as a dude. You can,
Yeah.
but you're gonna feel it a little bit. Yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna feel where you're or like you have to like really pick a time that's kind of too late for like
Right.
the people to go to.
Yeah.
It's a movie for adults. I'll say this: the Barbie movie is more for adults than children,
Yeah.
but people are still bringing kids to it, which is fine. I think kids can be shown adult ideas and they're
Yeah.
kind of fine.
Mm.
But it's more for adults, so you really want to see like the 10 PM showing when it's past
Yeah.
everyone's bedtime.
Exactly.
But then you're the guy who's seeing the Barbie movie by himself at 10 p.m.
Exactly. And
That's
is
not
that
good.
any better? I'm not sure that's any better.
You need to find a you need to find a friend.
Yeah.
I don't think you should see the Barbie movie by yourself unless you have to.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I'm not judging you, but it might be a bad idea to see it by yourself.
Yeah. I think, yeah, because even if you are, a normal guy, the perception, could be, that maybe there's something wrong there.
It's not a good look. It's
And
just
it's just not a good look.
and like it's emotional. It's a type of emotional,
Mhm.
which is good. The Barbie, I'll give you this. The Barbie movie is a type of emotional that you might get emotions from it,
Yeah.
and that's good. And it's one thing to share emotions with another person next to you, but like you don't want to be the guy crying alone at the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, honestly, I think that might be why. What is it, Barbenheimer, Barbie, and the Atom Bomb movie
Mhm.
exists is so that men can justify having emotions
Right.
at the
Well,
Barbie movie, and that's time, baby. Yeah, that's time.
perfect.
Men will do a lot just to justify having emotions.
That's right.
Good night.